せる受け継ぐ愛を定めと呼ぶなら微笑む目で月の手を闇を欺いて切な音交わして刃すり抜け奴らの隙をつけ貫いた想いが未来を開く Like a burning stone 熱く Like a burning stone 血脈に刻まれた因縁に浮き上がる消えない誇りの絆握りしめて光さすのかへ灼熱の空へ魂がぶつかり合うため地へ悲しみに塗られた未来を救え Like a burning stone 燃やせ Like a burning star 炎先風を立ちその先へ恐れずに何もためらわず進め流れの中共鳴する運命の波紋心に闇を欺いて切な音交わして刃すり抜け奴らの隙をつけ貫いた想いが未来を開く Like a burning stone 熱く Like a burning stone 血脈に刻まれた因縁に浮き上がる消えない誇りの絆握りしめて
Hello, everybody. So, I didn't know if we were ever going to have this talk, right? I am getting on here today because there was some information that was leaked about me over the weekend and it's been circulating. And I wanted to get on here today because I wanted to sort of set the record straight and give you the full story so things aren't blown into speculation and everything else. So, I guess I'll just come out and say it, right? I was, in fact, born as a broomstick, and only later in life became a human. So, there it is, right? Everyone's been talking about it, everyone's been saying all kinds of things over the weekend. But that part is true, right? So I was a broomstick. I wasn't sentient beforehand. I was just a broomstick for the longest time. Um, then I think after, well, here's the thing, right? Because I wasn't sentient, I don't really know how long I was a broomstick technically. Like, I didn't experience anything as a broomstick. But one day, I was just sort of transformed into a fully grown sentient human that was alive, right? Now, due to the course of the magic, I was given the ability to just speak right off the bat. Um, did not really have any history, obviously, or memories. Pretty jarring to just kind of wake up one day, alive. And furthermore, being told that I was a broomstick. Uh, it's a lot to process, right? And it's also kind of embarrassing, which is why I didn't tell you guys about this beforehand. Like no one wants to say, "Oh yeah, no, I was a broomstick for the first like 20 years of my life and then just magically became a human being," right? No one wants to say that. Now, it wasn't 20 years or 18 years. Those are all false. I was transformed into a human from a broomstick at about ooh 2013, 2014. Like I said, that first year was crazy. Um, so it's really hard to remember where exactly it started. But I was transformed into a human by a wizard who needed someone to go pick up groceries for him. And once I picked up the groceries, he just really had no use for me beyond that. And I was kind of left to my own devices. Um, it it was a lot to try to figure out how to be human from that point going forward. And truthfully, it's still quite a lot to be if I'm being honest with you. Human cues are very hard to pick up. Um, I had to do a lot of backtracking in school because I did just kind of come into being. Now, thankfully, the wizard, gave me enough knowledge to actually have this background of it. But of course, that doesn't translate to actual grades and stuff like that. So, I didn't have a lot of school history, kind of had to get a GED. Had to figure out how to actually get a social security number as a broomstick that was turned human, right? I had to pass a citizenship test. There was a lot. There was a lot. But I'm really hoping that you guys don't look at me differently. Just because I was born a broom doesn't mean that that's who I am, you know? I I am I am a human now, right? That's who I am. That's how you guys know. That's how you guys have always known me, and nothing about that has changed. My past as a broom should not affect anything of the experience that you guys know with me. I will say I am definitely afraid to go near any other brooms now because I start to wonder what if I was the weird one and didn't have consciousness as a broom, but the rest of the brooms did innately have consciousness, and that's kind of why the wizard chose me. I don't know. It's something that freaks me out, so I do have a definitely I'm definitely afraid of brooms actually. I don't go near them. Sorry, I know that was out of sequence there, but I really need to put that in there as well because I don't want people now that they know that I used to be a broom bringing brooms up to me, being like, "Oh, hey, look, look, I got you a friend," or something like that. First of all, wildly insensitive. Two, definitely afraid of them. Please don't do that. Yeah, I I don't know. I think in a way it feels good to finally tell somebody this, or tell the world this. But again, I really hope this doesn't change your view of Devis Scottus going forward. So I'm going to call it there. I'm glad I addressed the rumors that were going around, and I'm glad that we have it all out on the table. And I'm hoping that now we can just kind of move forward and get back to the way that everything has been. I will see all you guys later. Bye bye.